Good evening, and thank you for joining me for another Boring Books for Bedtime. I hope tonight's selection provides all the boredom your busy brain needs to quiet down and let you get some sleep. Before we begin, I'd like to give a special shout out of thanks to some new members of our Patreon family: Becca, Sheila, and James. Thank you all so much for supporting this podcast. By becoming members of Patreon, you help us remain 100% listener supported and ad-free for everyone, and it's very much appreciated. If you're interested in supporting Boring Books for Bedtime and finding out more about the perks available to subscribers, including exclusive episodes, collections, and our first in-person meetup for supporters happening in London next month in May, you'll find a link to Patreon in the show description. You'll also find a link to buymeacoffee.com, where you can support us with a one-time tip, no subscription required. I hope you'll take a moment to check them out. Now, let's read and relax. Find a comfortable spot. Adjust your volume. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it out slowly. And off we go. Tonight, let's celebrate the marvelous season of spring and do a little shopping in the Seed Annual for 1890, published by John Gardiner Co., growers, importers, and dealers in vegetable, flower, and farm seeds. 21 North 13th Street, Philadelphia, PA. Let's take a look at what's for sale in the flower section. Let's begin. Cyclamen, Gardiner's superb strain. Cyclamens have been much improved during the past few years, the giganteum section of the favorite Cyclamen persicum being especially, by a process of selection and high cultivation, brought to a high state of perfection. Our select strain of this is unsurpassed, and will produce blooms of extraordinary size and substance, combined with great variety of color, remarkable at once for delicacy and distinctness. The growth is vigorous and healthy, yet compact, both the flowers and foliage being distinguished for their neatness and grace of habit. As a florist flower, they are increasing in popularity very rapidly, being highly appreciated both as pot plants and for cutting. Culture. Seed may be sown from November to March. They will make flowering bulbs in 11 months if well grown. An even temperature of 60 or 65 degrees suits them best. Be careful to give good drainage and place in a light, airy position. Keep a bright lookout for red spider and other insects. Dipping in a solution of Gizzard's compound or soft soap, afterwards dipping in clean water, will destroy these pests. Gardiner's giant cyclamen consists of the finest and most beautiful new sorts, unsurpassed for richness and variety of color, and certain to give unqualified satisfaction. Packet 50 cents. Per 100 seeds, $2. Per 1,000 seeds, $15. Dahlia. This favorite autumn flower may be easily raised from seed and will flower the first season if started in gentle heat in February and frequently transplanted. The new single varieties are becoming exceedingly popular, being useful for cutting and possessing an airy grace not possessed by the double sorts. Succeeds best in a strong, deep, rich soil. The roots should be kept covered with sand during winter in a dry, warm cellar. Half-hardy perennial. Double large flowering mixed, saved from a choice collection. Packet 10 cents. Per ounce, $3. Double dwarf mixed, very fine. Packet 10 cents. Ounce, $4. Double Lilliput, small flowering variety of dwarf habit, excellent for bedding. Packet 10 cents. Ounce, $4. Single mixed, finest strain in cultivation. Great variety of color and form. Packet 10 cents. Per ounce, $3. Datura, trumpet flower. An ornamental genus with large, fragrant, trumpet-shaped flowers. Excellent for massing in clumps or the shrubbery border. Annual. Humilis datura, double yellow, 3 feet. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce, 75 cents. Righty, white, bordered with lilac, 2 feet. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce, 75 cents. Double mixed, choice color, 3 feet. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce, 75 cents. Delphinium, larkspur. Very showy herbaceous plants with finely cut foliage and handsome flowers in different shades of blue, purple, and white. For large beds on lawns or masses and mixed borders, they are unsurpassed. The taller growing varieties are also excellent for cut flowers. Succeed best in a light, rich soil in a sunny situation. Annuals and perennials. Choose from Barnlowy, handsome species with large dark blue flowers, perennial 3 feet. Barnlowy versicolor, very fine. Cardinal, scarlet, splendid, perennial. Kashmirianum, dark blue, perennial. Alatum, bee larkspur, blue, 5 feet. Alatum lamesiodonta, a magnificent variety of the bee larkspur with very large dark blue flowers. Formosum, dark blue, perennial. Nudicale, brilliant light scarlet shading to crimson, perennial, 2 feet. Hybridum flora palladium, saved from a choice collection of double-flowered perennial sorts. Double dwarf rocket, various colors, annual, 1 foot. Double tall rocket, various colors, annual, 1 1/2 foot. Double tall branching, various colors, annual, 1 1/2 foot. Double dwarf cotyloborum, various colors, annual, 1 foot. Or Bismarck, a beautiful red-striped variety, annual, 1 foot. packets 5 cents to 25 cents, depending on choice. Cosmos hybridus, a magnificent race of plants growing about 4 feet in height and in the fall literally covered with graceful flowers resembling single dahlias, but neater and better for cutting. They are about 2 inches in diameter and range through all shades of rose, purple, flesh, and pure white, easily raised from seed and bloom the first season. Perennial. Packet 15 cents. Crucianella stylosa, a very showy, free-flowering perennial, growing about a foot in height and covered with charming pink flowers. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce 50 cents. Convolvulus, morning glory. The morning glory is so well known and such a universal favorite for covering verandas, arbors, etc., that it requires no description. The dwarf varieties of morning glory are, however, not quite so well known, but are nevertheless one of the most showy and handsome annuals we have. They grow about a foot in height and make excellent subjects for ribbon borders, massing, etc., producing their rich and brilliant flowers to great profusion. Major finest mixed morning glory, saved from the best varieties. Annual. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce 20 cents. Quarter pound 65 cents. Per pound $2. Collection of 10 colors 40 cents. Moritonicus, blue, beautiful for hanging baskets and vases. Perennial. Packet 10 cents. Per ounce $1. Minor finest mixed, dwarf morning glory, saved from the best varieties. Annual. Height 1 foot. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce 20 cents. Per pound $2. Dianthus, pink. A truly beautiful genus containing some of the most prized flowers we possess. The flowers are brilliant, showy, and fragrant, the foliage always bright, as green and as vivid in winter as summer. The annual and biennial varieties merely require sowing in the open border, where they will grow and flower freely. The perennial varieties may be sown in spring in gentle heat. The carnations require a covering of spruce boughs and leaves during winter. The sweet williams are generally sown in August or September, but may also be sown in spring. Barbatus single mixed, sweet william, hardy biennial, 1 1/2 feet, packet 5 cents, per ounce 50 cents. Barbatus double mixed, fine strain, packet 5 cents, per ounce $1.50. Barbatus Hunt's Perfection, a very choice strain of the auricula-eyed sweet william, packet 5 cents, per ounce 75 cents. Caryophyllus, carnation, choicest mixed, save from stage flowers, a very choice strain of carnations, pinks, and picotees, half-hardy perennial, packet 50 cents. Chinensis, China Pink, a splendid mixture of double flowering varieties. Annual, 1 foot. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce, 50 cents. Cinnaberinus, hardy alpine perennial with lustrous scarlet flowers, 1 foot. Packet 25 cents. Hedwigii, diadem pink, single mixed colors, biennial, 1 foot. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce, $1.50. Imperialis, imperial pink, double mixed, annual, packet 5 cents. Per ounce, 75 cents. Plumarius, paisley or show pink, saved from Mr. Turner's choicest double varieties, very scarce, packet 50 cents. Digitalis, foxglove, exceedingly showy plants for shrubbery, borders, etc. Easily cultivated in ordinary garden soil, a hardy perennial, 3 feet high. Gloxinia flora, beautifully spotted, packet 5 cents. Per ounce, 50 cents. Ivory's spotted, a splendid strain, packet 5 cents. Per ounce, 50 cents. Splendid mixed, all colors, packet 5 cents. Per ounce, 50 cents. Diotis candidissima, a silvery foliaged plant, rivaling the dusty miller for grace and beauty, excellent for edgings, half-hardy perennial, 1 foot. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce, $1. Dracaena English mixed, beautiful and graceful plant for the greenhouse or conservatory, splendid mixture of the best New English sorts. Packet 25 cents. Echeveria mixed, free growing succulents for beds, rockwork, etc. Succeed best in a mixture of porous loam and coarse sand. Half-hardy perennials, packet 25 cents. Alecrisum, eternal flower, beautiful everlasting flowers, excellent for winter bouquets, easily grown in ordinary garden soil, annual, 2 feet. Choose from single mixed, best varieties, or double mixed, finest double sorts. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce, 75 cents. Erysimum, handsome annual for beds and borders, with showy orange and yellow flowers, borne in spikes. Height 1 1/2 feet. Orange and yellow, each packet 5 cents. Per ounce, 40 cents. Escultia, California poppy, free flowering handsome annuals with bright showy flowers, blooming freely all summer, excellent for beds, borders, or rockwork. Height 1 foot. Choose from Californica, yellow, white, rose, carmine, and mixed. Croca, orange and striped. Mandarin, rich orange inside, outside brilliant scarlet. Tennifolia, yellow, fine-leaved, or finest mixed. Packet 5 cents, per ounce 40 to 75 cents. Frisia, a lovely South African that has taken first rank among popular favorites in an incredibly short space of time. This is not to be wondered at when we consider not only the remarkable beauty and delicate fragrance of its flowers, but the ease with which it can be grown, its rapid increase, and its suitability for cutting. It can be quite easily raised from seed, which if sown in spring, will make bulbs that will flower the following winter. Bulbous perennial, height 1 foot. Choose from Raffrasia alba, white, sweet-scented, or Lichtland, yellow, fragrant. Each packet 25 cents. Gaillardia, very showy genus with brilliant flowers, produced in great profusion during the summer and autumn. Choose from Lorenziana, double mixed colors, a splendid new race, annual 1 1/2 feet. Picta, single mixed colors, annual 1 1/2 feet. Or Grandiflora superba, a new large flowering strain of the perennial Gaillardia. Great improvement, splendid colors, 1 1/2 feet. Packets 5 to 15 cents. Per ounce 30 cents to $1. Gladiolus. Choose from Gandavensis, saved from a splendid French collection of the finest hybrid varieties, half-hardy perennial, 3 feet, or Le Moine new hybrids, with orchid-like flowers, very brilliant, almost hardy. Packet 10 cents. Godetia, handsome free-flowering annual, excellent for beds, borders, or ribbon work. Grow well on the poorest soil, height 1 foot. Choose from Bijon, snowy white spotted with pink. Duchess of Albany, satin white, very large. Spotted carpet, white with crimson spots, large and fine. Lady Albemarle, brilliant dark crimson. The Bride, white and crimson. Whitneyeri hybrida, double white, or fine mixed, from the best varieties. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce 60 cents to 75 cents, depending on variety. Gomphrena, globe amaranth, a well-known and highly esteemed genus of everlasting flowers, excellent for winter bouquets. Start in heat early in spring, rubbing the woolly seed in sand to separate it before sowing. Annual 2 feet. Choose from Alba, white, Rubra, reddish purple, Aurea, orange, Variegata, striped and variegated, or mixed. Each packet 5 cents. Per ounce 40 cents. Gypsophila, baby's breath, free-flowering genus with panicles of small, airy, graceful flowers, indispensable for bouquets. A few sprays of Gypsophila mixed with sweet peas, makes the cutest bouquet imaginable, valuable for bees, and may also be dried and used as an everlasting in winter decorations, easily grown in ordinary garden soil. Choose from elegans, white, muralis, rose, or paniculata, graceful white panicles. Each packet 5 cents. Per ounce 50 cents. Gloxinia. These are most charming plants for the parlor or conservatory, being almost unsurpassed for beauty of flower and richness of coloring. There are few plants that have been so much improved of late years as this. Formerly, they had a drooping habit, which detracted considerably from their beauty, as compared with the gorgeously colored, erect, and horizontally flowered varieties which we now possess. Our strain is an exceedingly fine one, the colors being very varied, some of them intense glowing crimson, some purple, some pure white, others richest lilac, and some with various shades blended. They are really magnificent and cannot fail to give great satisfaction. If sown under glass early in spring, they will flower the following spring. Choose from new French hybrids, tigered and spotted, extra choice, saved from a most beautiful collection. Crassifolia, a magnificent strain of large flowering, erect and horizontal blooming varieties, extra choice. For each packet 50 cents. Helianthus, sunflower. Old favorites, too well known to need any description. Excellent subjects for distant effects in shrubbery, borders, etc., of the easiest culture. Annuals. Choose from Giant Russian, single, very large, 8 feet. Henry Wild, single, small flowers, 8 feet. Californicus, double yellow, 7 feet. Globulus fistulosus, globe-shaped, double yellow, the finest double sunflower, 7 feet. Globulus multiflorus, a new variety, very free flowering, double yellow, 7 feet. Nonus, dwarf, handsome variegated foliage, 4 feet. Oculatus viridis, double with green center, 7 feet. Or mixed, many kinds. Per packet, 5 cents. Per ounce, from 25 cents to 80 cents, depending on choice. Hibiscus africanus, yellow with dark maroon center, large and handsome, a hardy annual. 2 feet. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce 40 cents. Grasses, ornamental. The following varieties of grasses are very attractive and ornamental in beds and borders, and are largely used for making dried bouquets and for mixing with everlastings for winter decoration. Should be gathered and dried before they are fully matured. Choose from Agrostis nebulosa, feathery, graceful, annual, 1 1/2 feet. Anthoxanthum gracile, elegant for edgings, annual, 6 inches. Arnudo conspicua, New Zealand pampas grass, perennial, 8 feet. Avena sterilis, oats, drooping spikes, annual, 3 feet. Brisa gracilis, quaking grass, beautiful, annual, 1 foot. Bromus brisiformis, elegant drooping panicles, perennial. Quox lacrima, Job's tears. The seeds of this elegant variety are strung and used as a necklace for children. Annual, 1 1/2 feet. Eragrostis elegans, love grass, very graceful. Annual, 1 1/2 feet. Erianthus ravenna, a noble grass resembling the pampas, perennial, 7 feet. Ennialia japonica, magnificent grass from Japan, very stately and unsurpassed for grouping on the lawn, perennial, 10 feet. Lagerns ovatus, hare's tail grass, elegant, annual, 1 foot. Stipa pinnata, feather grass, splendid for bouquets, perennial, 2 feet. Stipa elegantissima, very graceful, perennial, 2 feet. Mixed ornamental grasses of many kinds, or collection of 12 varieties. For each, packet 5 cents. Per ounce, 50 cents to $1, depending on choice. Heliotropium, finest mixed. Favorite half-hardy plants for bedding and pot culture. Much valued on account of their delicious fragrance. Succeed best in a rich soil. Tender perennial, 1 1/2 feet. Packet 10 cents. Per ounce, $2. Hollyhock, a well-known favorite, one of the stateliest and handsomest plants we possess. The new prize varieties produced by Mr. Chater have most magnificent spikes of flowers and great variety and delicacy of color. Seed sown in July will flower the following season. Do best in a deep, dry soil, enriched with plenty of manure. A hardy biennial, height 6 feet. Double Chater's prize, saved from Mr. Chater's unrivaled collection. Mixed colors, packet 25 cents. Per ounce, $5. Collection of 6 colors, 70 cents. Collection of 12 colors, $1.25. Iberis, candy tuft. Choose from Amara, white, annual, 1 foot. Coronaria, white rocket, free flowering, annual, 1 foot. Coronaria empress, new, pure white, long spikes, annual, 1 foot. Coronaria zerngibels, very large heads, pure white, annual, 1 foot. Pectinata, white, sweet-scented, annual, 1 foot. Umbrellata, annual, 1 foot. White, flesh, carmine, lilac, crimson, and mixed. Nana hybrida, dwarf hybrids, compact growing, very charming, annual, 6 inches. Finest mixed, annual varieties, splendid mixture. Gibraltarica hybrida, very fine species with white flowers shading off to lilac. Perennial, 1 foot. Pruitti, pure white, early dwarf splendid, perennial 6 inches. Or sempervirens, white, very early, perennial 1 foot. For each, packet 5 cents to 10 cents. Per ounce, 30 cents to $2, depending on choice. Honesty, the satin flower, Lunaria biennis. The silvery seed pods are much used for winter decoration. Very handsome, free flowering, hardy biennial, 2 feet. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce, 60 cents. Humea elegans, rose, very graceful, sweet-scented, valuable for decorative purposes, either in pots or the summer garden. Half-hardy biennial, 3 feet. Packet 10 cents. Per ounce, $3. Humulus, hops, Japanese. A new hop from Japan with finely cut foliage, remaining a beautiful green all summer, unaffected by heat or drought. Very rapid grower, will cover an immense space in a very short time if given plenty of liquid manure. Annual climber. Packet 10 cents. Per ounce, $2. Hyacinthus, summer hyacinth, candicans, an interesting South African plant with lanceolate, deeply channeled foliage. 2 feet in length with a stout stem, 3 or 4 feet in height, bearing a spike of 15 to 20 large white flowers. It flowers in July and August, and has a most striking and ornamental appearance when grown in the center of a lawn or flower bed, in the shrubbery border, or near a hedge. Perfectly hardy and admirably adapted for growing outdoors in clumps or for conservatory decoration. Hardy bulbous perennial. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce, $1. Impatiens sultani, one of the best of recent introductions, valuable both as a pot plant or for the summer garden. It is a compact grower and produces its rich carmine magenta flowers in the greatest profusion. Highly recommended. Tender perennial, 1 1/2 feet. Packet 15 cents. Lantana, hybrids, elegant half-hardy perennial with beautiful trusses of flowers of various hues. Splendid for pots or the summer garden. Finest mixed. Packet 10 cents. Per ounce, $1. Lathyrus, sweet pea. Our collection of these beautiful free-flowering annuals is unrivaled. The past few years has seen a marked advance in both size and color, and we have left no stone unturned to make our collection the most complete in America, brimful of everything new and good and replete, with all the old favorites still worthy of being retained. If you want something rich and rare in the sweet pea line, give us a trial, and you will be more than satisfied with results. Culture. To obtain the best results, sow very early in spring, say in April or early in May, in trenches about 8 inches deep. Cover the seeds about 1 inch, and as they grow, fill in the soil gradually until the trench is full, carefully avoiding to smother the young leaves. A sunny situation, rich soil, plenty of moisture, early sowing, and gardener's seeds, and your success is assured. 1 pound will sow 80 feet of drill. Choose from Gardener's Fairy Sweet Peas, choicest mixed. Per packet 10 cents, quarter pound 35 cents, half pound 65 cents, or 1 pound $1.25. Or select from Adonis, charming rosy pink, black purple striped, butterfly, white tinted lilac, Captain Clark tricolor, crown princess in delicate blush, dark red, invincible scarlet striped with white, invincible carmine, very brilliant, light blue and purple, Princess Beatrice in rose, beautiful, red striped, painted lady pink and white, Vesuvius, rose and violet crimson spotted, violet queen in light violet, white, Duchess of Edinburgh in light scarlet edged with white, beautifully marbled, new and fine, imperial blue, dark maroon purple, with indigo blue wings, Isa Eckford, creamy white suffused with pink, charming, orange prince, orange pink, flushed with scarlet, very distinct, the queen, rosy pink and light mauve, cardinal in lustrous crimson scarlet, distinct and handsome, Princess of Wales, white shaded and striped with mauve, splendid substance, grand blue, deep blue with pale center and wings, indigo king, dark maroon with indigo blue wings, Queen of the Isles, bright scarlet mottled with white, fairy queen, rose and white, finest mixed, as received from the German growers, azuraeus, or Lord Anson's sweet pea, blue and white, or latifolius, perennial sweet pea, flowers second season from seed, very beautiful, white and deep red, depending on choice, per packet 5 cents to 15 cents, per ounce 10 cents to 50 cents. Lavendula, lavender, cultivated for the delicious fragrance of its flowers, from which is made the well-known lavender water of commerce, succeeds well in ordinary garden soil, hardy perennial, 2 feet, packet 5 cents, per ounce 25 cents. Lavia elegans, a beautiful annual from California, with flowers 2 inches in diameter, of a charming golden yellow, shading to lighter and darker tints, free flowering, splendid, 9 inches. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce $1. Leptosiphon French hybrids. Beautiful annuals both in flower and foliage, splendid for beds or ribbon borders, easily cultivated in ordinary garden soil. Hardy annual, 6 inches, very fine, colors mixed. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce $1. Limnanthes douglasii, one of the finest bee plants in cultivation. Hardy annual with yellow and white flowers, very fragrant, moist, shady situation. 6 inches. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce 50 cents. Lophospermum, handsome climber with large, beautiful flowers, splendid for the conservatory and summer garden. Choose from Coccineum, scarlet, 10 feet. Hendersoni, rosy carmine, 10 feet. Or Scandens, purple, 10 feet. For any variety, packet 10 cents. Per ounce $3. Melope, grandiflora mixed. Scarlet and white, large and showy, an annual 4 feet. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce 40 cents. Mandevilla suaviolens, a splendid climber with clusters of pure white, deliciously fragrant flowers, suitable either for the greenhouse or summer garden. They require rest during winter. Light, loamy soil, perennial. Packet 5 cents. Per ounce $1. Mimulus, musk plant or monkey flower. Magnificent free-flowering, half-hardy perennials of dwarf habit and large, brilliantly colored flowers. They succeed best in moist, shady situations and will bloom the first year from seed. Choose from Cardinalis Perfection, deep red, new, very fine. Capreus duplex or hose in hose, double corolla, splendid. Muscatus, musk plant, yellow. Roesley, golden yellow, very dwarf, charming. Tigrinus grandiflorus, very large flowering, tigered and spotted varieties, new, splendid. Or Tigrinus Queen's Prize, new English strain, with remarkably fine large flowers, a great acquisition. Depending on choice, packet 10 to 15 cents. Mina lobata, charming annual climber, closely resembling the Ipomaeus, though its flowers are quite distinct. The buds are at first a vivid red, turning to orange, and when fully open, of a creamy white. They are freely produced from the base to the summit of the plant, which attains a height of 20 feet and is strikingly beautiful. Packet 25 cents. Musa euseti, the Abyssinian banana. Magnificent foliage plant with broad, massive leaves that grow to immense proportions. A superb plant for the lawn. only requiring to be known to become exceedingly popular. Seeds should be started early and frequently transplanted. Per packet, 25 cents. Per 100 seeds, $3. And with visions of beautiful gardens to come dancing in our imaginations, I think we'll end this evening's reading from the 1890 Seed Annual of John Gardiner Co. Unfortunately, your reader is not a good gardener, but we can always dream. If you'd like to connect, suggest a boring book you'd like to hear read, or request more from one we've already started, you can drop me an email via our website, www.boringbookspod.com. It's always a pleasure to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me for this evening's reading. Until our next boring book, good night.